Okay, so the next place we're going to focus is your business information. This is the one place that I think I see the most people not completing their business information, and that's gonna really gonna hurt you when it comes to ranking, especially because a lot of the information in your Google Business Profile is focused on that location, relevance, and prominence. Now, in your business, in your business information, and when we edit your profile, this is everything that encompasses your entire business. So everything that's there, and all of the information about your business is stored right here in the edit profile, from your business name and your category, the hours, how many years of experience you have, your service options, your service areas, like everything about your business is stored right here in your edit profile. And what I want you to focus on when you're naming your profile and you know putting in this information is making sure that your name, address, and phone number matches exactly with all of your other profiles. Now, what that means is if you have, let's say you have a Zillow account, making sure that the name, address, and phone number from your Zillow account matches your Google Business, and same thing from your website. If the address on your website is different than the address on your Google Business, Google isn't going to see that as a match, and it's called the NAP, NAP. The NAP isn't going to match. So pay close attention to that name, address, phone number first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through the entire edit profile and business information here, just step by step, so you can see kind of like behind the scenes on how we do it over here at my marketing agency. First thing you're going to want to do is if you tap on the little waffle up here in the top right-hand corner and go to Business Profile Manager, it should bring up this panel right here. Now, if you're not seeing this icon and you're not seeing this panel show up for your business, it means that you're probably logged into the wrong Google account that manages your business profile, which happens a lot. So just come up here, make sure you're logged into the business account that manages your Google Business Profile, and you should see that Business Profile Manager right here. Now, once you're into this admin dashboard right here, we're going to tap on the Edit Profile button. This is going to bring up all of the business information for you. Okay, business name. Let's focus on business name first, because it's really important. Number one, it should have your name in it specifically, because if somebody's searching for let's say your business name is Northwest Properties, and like, but they're not searching for Northwest Properties, they're searching for your name specifically. So if it was Larry Hales at Northwest Properties, then they might find you. But if it's just Northwest Properties, they're probably not going to find you if they're searching for your name specifically. And a lot of times, what you're going to see, especially in these Google searches, is people are searching for you specifically. Maybe they saw you at an open house, or they passed by your sign, or they got referred to you from somebody else. They're going to be searching for your name specifically. So super important to make sure that your name is in here. Also, in Zillow, it's your name in Zillow as well. Okay, so make sure that those two profiles match. That the name is the same back and forth. In some instances, depending on where you live or your the rules in your state or with your brokerage, you might have to actually put your brokerage in here too. I've seen instances where people put the word realtor in here with the registration mark and have it actually be taken down because it's a trademark name. But what I'm seeing typically is just first name, last name, and then either real estate agent and then brokerage, or first name, last name, and then brokerage. Okay, so try to keep it as simple as possible. Just make sure your business name is in there more than anything. Next thing is your business category. So this plays a huge role. You have a primary category and you have a number of secondary categories. How the primary category works is it's going to be the one that is most used in that relevance area. Okay, so if you're a real estate agency and you have uh, commercial real estate agency as your primary category because you do a little bit of commercial too, then you're only going to show up when somebody's searching for a commercial real estate agent. So you want to make sure your primary category is something that's more closely related to what you do. So in this case, it's either going to be real estate agent or real estate agency. I would highly recommend real estate agent instead, unless you're a team or you work for an actual, real estate agent, you have your own real estate agency, then you can put agency. But typically, what you're going to see is real estate agent, because that's what people search for when they're searching for. They're not looking for a real estate agency near me. They're looking for a real estate agent. And then additional categories, these are other ones. So if you do maybe commercial, you can put in here real estate attorney or real estate appraiser, real estate developer, consultant. The ones I see the most are real estate consultant right here. And you can also put commercial, yeah, commercial real estate agency as well. If you do touch on commercial. Now, it doesn't mean that you're going to show up on everything that's commercial real estate related. It just means that that's a secondary category or something else that you specialize in. Okay. So, category, probably one of the most important aspects of all of this business information. If you don't have it set right, nothing else is going to work right through the rest of this. And then once you're done, of course, we're going to have to hit that save button. I'm going to cancel because I'm not a real estate agent, so I'm a marketing agency. The next one is the description. So now your description, here's the mistake I see a lot of real estate agents make is they just put their bio in here, and your bio really isn't optimized specifically for Google Business. So what I did is I created a Chat GPT prompt. And what this prompt does for you is it takes your current business information, like all of the information about your business, and you insert your bio into here. And what it does is it's going to create a Google business profile, business description that's completely optimized and ready to go. So what you'll notice on this is if you just want to copy and paste this business description right here, I'll put it in the comments down below, or you can get it from the download PDF that you have in front of you as well. Using the information below, create a Google Business Profile description for a real estate agent using the following guidelines. And we want to highlight expertise. Now you're going to see these brackets in here. This is where I want you to focus. I want you to fill in the information in the brackets with your information. So replace city region here with your city or region. And then the next thing down here, you're going to see another bracket for insert your bio here. What I want you to do is copy and paste your bio, whether it doesn't matter how long it is, but put as much information in there as you want in your bio, and then insert your city region, and then insert your agency name and any specific neighborhoods or region that you want to focus in. Now, a lot of this you don't have to do a lot of this, but I've found it really helpful if you put in your bio here. Specifically, and then insert your city region. You can put in your agency name if you want that included as part of your Google Business Profile. Otherwise, you could probably leave out the agency name if you really didn't want it in there. But I think it's important also to have your specific neighborhoods and regions where you specifically like to focus as well. So putting that into ChatGPT and hitting the go button, what you're going to get out of ChatGPT is much more in line with your actual business and how Google is going to, see your business going forward. It's going to be optimized for your Google Business Profile specifically. So as you can see here, we have 750 characters. The ChatGPT prompt I provided you, I believe it in there, it says in there that it should be under 750 characters. Yep, there it is, 750 characters. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. And so once ChatGPT spits that out, you can massage it, revise it. You can even tell ChatGPT, hey, try this again. I need it to sound a little bit more like this or more like this or a little more casual. Once you have something you like, just copy and paste it in there and then hit the save button. They even have a suggest description down here. This is built-in AI using Gemini. I haven't tried it yet, but it might work. It might actually make it sound a little bit better. Sure. And if we're using Google's AI for Google, maybe that might work better. You never know. And then moving on. So once you get done with your business description, we're going to move on to opening date. This is I see a lot of people not fill this out. And this is huge because what this does is it tells you, it tells the customer how much experience you have. Okay. And when you're searching for somebody specifically, you say real estate agent near me or real estate agent in Portland, Oregon, or wherever you happen to live, it's going to give you a big old list. Let's see if I can pull one up really quick. Okay, so I just put in a real estate agent in San Francisco. It brought me, this is the map pack, so you can see how the map pack works. And then if I tap more businesses, watch what happens. It gives me this big old list right up here at the top. You'll see the local service agents or local service ads. Those are agents who are running ads right here. But then down below, you're going to see these are more people right here, and you're going to see, look at that, 15 years of experience, 20 plus years, 20 plus, 15 plus. Okay, the ones who don't have it set up are not going to show up with and it looks like every single one of them on this map pack has it set up. Oh, here we go. We found one that doesn't have the experience set up right here. So you can see the relationship to the opening date and how that works. Here's what I tell everybody is you can fudge the numbers a little bit. If you started as a transaction coordinator in 2010, put October of 2010 in there or something, or maybe January of 2010, something along those lines. If you're a newer agent and you don't want to show off that you only have maybe 1 or 2 years of experience, you could leave it off, but I don't think it's going to have a big impact if you only have 2 years of experience in there. Okay, so moving on past the opening date, don't forget to do the opening date, by the way, is your contact information. So this one's super important too, because this is the number that when people call you, this is the number that they're going to click to call. Now, it doesn't have to be your cell phone number. Okay. I know plenty of agents that go out and get like a Happy Grasshopper number or a Twilio number of some kind. That way they can track the calls off of Google a little easier. I happen to have this one. This is set up for my CRM right here. So if you called this number, it's going to forward to me, but it's going to be tracked in my CRM that the call came from Google. So if you, whatever phone number you have in here, make sure that it's being answered and it's being monitored. I know other agents who have this set up on a round robin where you call this number and it goes to a variety of agents on their team, and whoever answers the call gets it first. Okay. Now, super important to make sure that obviously you have the country code in here. You can add more than one phone number if you want, but I've found only having one probably is best because if you give somebody more than one option, they're probably going to pick the number one option anyway. So very rarely is somebody going to go to the next number down and click the next number down to call it unless they have a serious problem, right? So add your primary phone number in there. We're going to hit the save button. Okay, next one, website. Guys, this is a no-brainer. Like, you absolutely positively have to have your website in here. Google tracks everything that happens on your Google business, including website clicks, calls, location direction requests, those kinds. It tracks everything in here. And one of the things that it tracks a lot is clicks to your website. And I will tell you without a doubt that that's one of the number one interactions is website clicks. So if your website isn't in here, you're not going to get those interactions. You're probably also not going to rank quite as high on Google because Google's going to prioritize those businesses with a website attached to their Google business profile. Here's the other thing that it does is when you put this address or you put this web address in your Google business profile, Google goes out and crawls that website and comes back and matches it up. So they're going to go look at that website and say, is the name, address, phone number the same? Are the services the same? Is everything in line? It's going to bring it all back here, and it's going to kind of tie it in together into what they call the NAP, the name, address, phone. So by all means, make sure that your website is up and running, and that you have it listed in here. All right, next one, social profiles. This one's pretty new. Um, They just incorporated this maybe a year ago, and you can add all of your social profiles in here. Before getting your social profiles in was kind of tricky, to say the least. There's all kinds of profiles you can put in here. We have TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Pinterest. So all of those profiles you can put in here. Make sure that you have the full web address to go to them. Don't just put like like this part of the profile. So like don't just add just like your profile name at the end. You have to add the full web address. So what I recommend is opening up your profile on there, clicking on the profile link, and then pasting the entire link into here. And what's cool about that is when you Google search somebody, you can see on their Google business profile right down here at the bottom, you're going to see social profiles right here. Okay, so super important to have those in there. And one of the other things too, what's nice about this is when you're searching it on a mobile device, they're actually going to go pull items from your social profiles right here, and they're going to put them in the results. So another nifty feature and another reason to really have your social profiles incorporated into your business information in Google Business. Once you're done, we hit the save button. Okay, location and areas. Okay, so business location. If you have a physical address, you're going to see that physical address right here. Otherwise, if you're a service area, you're going to see it's going to be more like this: no location, deliveries, and home services only. Okay, so, but if you have a physical location, if you have a brokerage, use the brokerage address. I'm telling you, it will help you rank higher in maps. It might be a little bit harder to verify, but I will tell you, it's definitely worth it versus having no location like I have here. Okay, service area. Here's what we want in service area. Here's what we don't want in service area. So service area, I want you to think of your service area as kind of like the location that you would typically drive to. So I'm not going to put in my service area a location that I don't feel comfortable driving to. Okay, so if like let's say you're a real estate agent in Portland, you're not going to put like Oregon Coast unless you actually want to drive to the Oregon Coast on a regular basis and show houses there. Okay, so typically what you're going to see in service areas is the areas that you focus in on. You can put in cities, you can put neighborhoods, you can put counties. I'm big on counties, just putting in Clark County, Washington, like that. Okay, you'll see Clark County, Washington. If you're Portland Metro, you can put in maybe the three metropolitan areas that you would typically service. So counties are a nice, good way to do that without having too many service areas in there listed. Once you're done with your service area, obviously you're just going to hit the save button right here. Okay, business hours. Big debate on the business hours. I know a lot of people who just put in their service hours or their business hours that they're always open, open with no main hours. So don't show any business hours right here. That means basically you're open 24 hours a day. Okay. It doesn't mean that you're going to get calls at 3 a.m., but here's the thing, if you are open and somebody's searching for you, you're probably going to show up first, right? It's going to show when it shows up on that map pack. Again, let's go to the map pack. You can see open 24 hours, open, closes at 7 p.m. So kind of a mixed bag. I think whatever works best for you and your business. Obviously, I put in specific hours that I only work specific hours. But it doesn't mean that I'm not going to get calls during off hours, but it just shows like, hey, these are the hours that I typically work right here. You can also add what they call special hours. And what special hours are like every third Saturday, you're open from, you know, noon to 3 o'clock. That would be a special hours. Okay. Another special hours would be like your holidays. Like you can say like, hey, on here I'm closed. On Thanksgiving I'm closed, and on Black Friday I'm also closed. And on Christmas Eve I'm closed, and on Christmas I'm closed as well. And we can add custom dates. We can say like, hey, our company party is this day, so we're going to be closed on this specific day. This is more helpful for like It's maybe like a service-based business or an actual physical location like a restaurant or something. That's typically where you're going to see those kinds of things right here. Okay, so that's your hours. If you make any changes, don't forget to hit the save button right down here. Other things you can do with hours is you can come down here and you can say, we can add like online service hours or, um, these are more for, again, like restaurants, things like that. So I don't see too many people actually using these options right here. Okay, coming towards the end here, we're going to say from the business, we're going to add, and these are all from the business options. So if you identify as any one of these, whether you're veteran owned or women owned or LGBTQ, you can go ahead and click those and put those in there. There is a couple of new options that I've seen for a few of them. I like identifies as a small business. You can click that as well. Make any changes, obviously hit the save button. There's crowd options, so you can say whether you're LGBTQ friendly or not. Why wouldn't you be? I don't know, but hey, we can put that in there. Planning, like appointment required, we can say yes, we require an appointment, and then hit the save button. Definitely want to make appointments, right? And then service options. Here's some service options. Offers online appointments. We can click that. And then any other languages that you speak. If you offer assistance with any other languages. So if you speak other languages, by all means, click these and put them in there and let people know that you're bilingual, that you also speak multiple languages. That is going to help you if somebody's specifically searching and they're searching in a different language. Maybe they're Spanish and they're searching for a Spanish speaking real estate agent near me. Okay. And if you have in here that you also speak Spanish, that's going to do well for your business. You're going to show up in there, right? All right. So quick recap. Don't forget your business name. Make sure your physical name is in there in that business name, your business category, the description. We covered opening date, contact information, your website, social profiles, and then hours, service areas, location areas, like all of this fun stuff. Make sure it's all 100% complete and done. And once you have that figured out, we can move on to the next step, which I believe next we're going to cover services, another big one. All right. If you have any questions, feel free to throw them in the comments below or reach out to me directly. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.